everyone. Hoping some of you can join in. I didn't actually put up a notification that I was going live today because it's kind of a spur of the moment thing. I didn't know if I'd be able to get on here because my kids are having a little bit of trouble going to sleep, but I think they're good now. So I thought, well, I'm gonna try it. We'll see if I can come on here and just hang out with all of you for a little bit. Okay, so I have been working on a lot of Valentine projects lately, and I'm going to be trying to get some stuff up on different blogs, my blog, Brutus Monroe blog, Canvas Corp blog, but I thought I'd just share with you a few projects that I've already been working on. This one will be on the Canvas Corp blog, and just a really cute little candy bag idea for Valentine's Day. Super simple, really cute. And then this one I'm also putting up on the Canvas Corp Brands blog. These little tags and then just some fun ideas for Valentine's Day. So I think that would, I like the Valentine, I don't know, the Valentine treats and the little tags and everything. I think they're really cute. So I've been doing that today. These are like little treat ideas. But today I thought I'd go ahead and do some cards. Hey, Belinda. Aw, hopefully I can help you take a break from cleaning because I know how that goes. Anyway, I was talking to my friend Roberta today on Instagram, and she asked if I was going to go live. I said I'd try to, and I asked her if is there anything you wanted to see me work on, and she's like, what about dry embossing with stencils? And I thought that was a brilliant idea because I've never actually tried it myself. So I kind of ran this stencil through my Spellbinders with some cardstock, and I don't know if you can see it. It works. It's a really light embossing. It's not like super deep, so you get a slight texture and a slight design on your background. I don't know if you guys can even see it. I went ahead and I ink blended this one. I don't know if the colors will let it stand out or anything. But I'm going to see what else I can do. Hey, Annalisa. Cars as long as... I agree. I vacuumed my house today because it really needed it. But, yeah. Do I use an embossing pad under it? I didn't with these, but I'll be honest. I haven't used stencils to emboss, like, ever. This is my first one. And so I thought I'd come on here and kind of experiment with all of y'all and see if you had any suggestions. So I do have the Spellbinders Platinum 6. All I did to emboss this one, and it's like a slight texture, almost like a tone on tone design on the background. If it was a little bit deeper, that'd be kind of cool. All I did was I just put my cardstock through with my stencil on my embossing plates, like you would run it through just like a regular die or something. So I do have an embossing pad and an embossing plate from Spellbinders. I thought maybe we could run that through as well and see if that helps get us a better impression. So let's go ahead and try. I have another piece of paper here. I'm trying to remember how the whole embossing thing goes. And then just lay my stencil here on top. Now this is the Brutus Monroe Tangled Wave stencil, and I think it's one of my absolute favorites. Although I do love the new heart stencil that is out for this month. I think that's really fantastic. I can't wait to play with it. I'm not going to get any more new Brutus Monroe stuff. I don't think that one's going to fit until after Creativation though. Hey Monique! I like the idea. Yes. I like the idea of stencils giving me a little bit more embossing options too, because I love when you can get multiple uses. Yeah, that's going to be too thick to run through. I love when you can get multiple uses out of your supplies. So that's not working. I think that's going to be too thick. So I think what I'm going to do... let me try something. I'm going to take a piece of paper, another piece of paper, and put it on top. And I'm going to see if that just adds a little bit more pressure to get like a deeper embossed design in the background. Like I've said, I've never done this before. This is my first time trying to emboss with stencils. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, let's see what happened. Ooh, well, that's actually really cool. Okay, so this worked a lot better because it's got more pressure. I think you guys can maybe see it now on the cardstock. So I just added another piece of paper, and this is actually aqua pigment paper that I ink smushed on. So this is some red aqua pigment, and if you look really closely, there's some gold shimmer in there because I ink smushed the gold liquid elements together with the red aqua pigments, and now it's got this really cool design for my stencil. So that's a really fun technique. And it embossed both of the papers that I went through. So you can get 2 pieces of paper embossed in one pass. So it's kind of a, I don't know, a win-win. I like the way that looks too. I have to figure out what to do with this background. Sometimes I just create backgrounds and then I have no idea what to do with them. So I just, you know, kind of set them aside thinking I'll use them later, and then I end up forgetting to use them. Here's some lunch bag craft. Let's see if we can get that to emboss. And what other stencils? Oh, let's try this one. This is Valentine, right? So let's go ahead and push this one through. I'm going to cut this in half. This is actually the size of card base, but I'm going to cut it in half, and then we'll have double it up to add a little bit more pressure. Let's see, so 4 1/4. There we go. And then we'll have 2 card bases that we can work with. So I'm going to put one underneath. I'm going to put it this way. And then I'm going to put this one on top. Just trying to remember what I did. And then I'm going to put this one over it. And we'll run that through and see how that embosses. Okay. So this is exciting. I'm so glad that Roberta mentioned this to me. Okay, let's see if we can get this started. This is really tight now. I don't want to like have it pop somewhere. Hey! Hey, Sue! Okay, this is really tight. I think it's because this lunch bag is a little bit thicker than the cardstock I was using. So you kind of have to really crank it through. Okay. Can you see the hearts on there? That is so fun. So you can definitely go and use your stencils to kind of emboss backgrounds, and then you have a little, you know, embossed background. That is so fun. Okay, why don't we try to make a few cards with this? I've already got something started, and I have an idea of what I might want to do. So I think I showed you this in the beginning. I've already ink blended it. What colors did I use? I think I did honeysuckle, rock candy. What was that one? That one is speckled egg. That one was speckled egg, apricot, and then hayride. So a lot of pastels. I thought that would be kind of fun. And then I stamped out a bunch of these ice cream cones from this Sprinkled with Love set, because that has a really fun sentiment that I thought would be fun for Valentine cards. Sprinkled with Love. So really cute. Okay, so what I was going to do with this is grab one of my heart dies, and I love this one from Winnie and Walter because it's like the perfect size, and not only do you get this really big heart, but you get this piece that you can put over it, and that's really cool too. But I'm just going to use this big heart piece right now. And this is actually the die that I used with those tags that I put on the cookies that I showed you earlier. So it's a really good size for tags and for a big element on your cards. Embossing pad under the paper. Let's try that. put it under the paper instead of on top of it. Okay, we gotta try this now. So you mean putting this one underneath? Let me see something here. So I do have instructions on my thing, how to emboss, because you're supposed to be able to emboss with your dies as well in this Spellbinder thing. Sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it still cuts, and I think it depends on the thickness of your paper and everything. But it says put your embossing plate down. Embossing plate. Then the matte. And then you put a. Oh wait, no, I'm all backwards. So you have to build from the bottom up. So let's put. I'm just using scrap paper here. Let's put this down, and then let me grab another stencil. Which one should we use? Let's use this one. I forget this one. I think it's like peacock or something. So then you put that down. You put this matte down. This is the sandwich that Spellbinders is saying to use on their Platinum 6. And then you put the embossing plate on top. So let's see if that works for embossing your stencils. I mean, it's going through a lot easier. I wonder if there's going to be enough pressure. Okay, so that did not emboss at all. I don't think there was enough pressure. Let's try. But what's interesting is I do see the impression from the stencil on my mat now. Do you guys see that? So, I mean, it didn't emboss the paper at all, but it embossed the bottom thing here. Okay. I wonder, this is probably going to be way too thick to go through. Yep, that's going to be too thick. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, from I've tried, I think just using the stencil with a little bit of extra pressure, you know, add a shim of paper or something, and it will go through with your regular, I'm just using scrap paper right now, go through with your regular plates, and it seems like it's kind of worked. My plates are so warped, you guys. I need some new ones. Okay, let's run this through. Okay, I think this is gonna work better. Okay, so that seems like it gives me enough pressure. Do you see that design in the back there? I'm trying to hold it in the light so you guys can see it. It definitely works. It's maybe not as deep as an embossing folder would be, but you can definitely get kind of a background. Will misting a bit of water help? That's a good idea. I did think about that, but I didn't try it. So let's see what happens if we mist some paper with water. So let me try to find another piece of cardstock. Let's see. Okay, I've got some scrap right here. This is the Scarlet cardstock. I have a mister here with just a little bit of water, so I'm just gonna mist that on if it works. I like this little mister. Maybe that's too much water. I'm not even getting it on there. It's really gives you a fine mist. Okay, so that's a little bit wet. Let's put our stencil on and our badly warped plate. And we'll see what happens if we put that through. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be hard to really get a nice deep embossed impression, just because I know embossing folders, they have more dimension to them, and stencils are a little bit flat. Let's do this one twice. Let's roll it back through twice. So, I mean, they're not really meant to emboss like we're trying to do. So it'll give you a little texture, but actually that looks really good, doesn't it? I don't know if that shows up better just because I misted it, or if it really did. I think it gave a better emboss, because I can really see that one. That is so cool. Let me try something else. Okay, so this piece of paper is already kind of stamped on. And it's a lot thicker, so let's see if this works. Let's spritz it with a little water. Okay. I'm trying to get it nice and wet, but not like drenched. Let's find another stencil. We got polka dots, some stripes. Ooh, I like this one. This is one that I really like from Brutus Monroe. I forget what this is called. Like maybe a feather or chevron kind of stencil. I think this is maybe chevron. And I'm just grabbing stuff out of my basket. I can't tell you if it's still available in the store or not. I just have most everything Brutus Monroe has released, so I'm just grabbing stuff that is on hand here. Okay, so I'm cranking this through, and then I'm gonna bring it back so it actually goes through twice. And then let's see what happens. Okay, so that is really cool. Can you see it's embossed? I am loving this technique now. This one's a little bit thicker, so it didn't really come back through the back, but you can see in the front, it did emboss. And I'm gonna go and say that spritzing it with water first definitely helps, because I think that's really a deeper embossed image in design. So I think that's really fun. I mean, it gives you a little bit more that you can do with your stencils. I think it really shows up on this colored cardstock really well. That's really cool. Okay, let me kind of move stuff out of the way, and maybe we can put together a card with some of these things that we've created. Yeah, it is a thicker paper, so I was kind of wondering if it wasn't going to work very well, but it did. It did actually work. So let's see. Now that I look at this, I'm like, that one hardly even looks embossed. Maybe we should run it back through. Actually, I do really love this one. What if I cut some hearts out of this and used it on the front of cards? Maybe we should do that. So do you guys go all out for Valentine's Day? Do you like to make cards and little treats to hand out? I remember I always loved Valentine's Day in school. We would always decorate one of those boxes and then hand Valentines to everybody and put them in their box. That was really fun. Okay, let me run this through. This is Aqua pigment paper. And so there's a heart there with a little bit of that design on the back. I don't know if you can see. Kind of tilt it in the light. But I really love that sort of ink smushed background. So let's just cut a bunch of hearts out of this. Oops. Trying to get as many hearts as possible, but getting some of those really cool designs with that ink. Go. Oh, that's fun, Annalisa. Make goodie bags for your friends. Sometimes I make some little goodie bags and I send them off to my nieces and nephews. Depends on how much time I get every year, if I have time to do that. But my son's at an age now that he is kind of grasping the concept of mailing things out. And he knows his cousins live over in Wisconsin. So he's always like, can we mail something to my cousins? So I need to be better about helping him get stuff in the mail. Don't really do Valentine's. It's kind of, I think once you grow up and you're out of school or you don't have kids of school age yet, it's kind of hard to do, because I feel like it's a bigger thing when you're in school than when you're an adult. Like, at least the cards and the treats and everything. I don't know if you guys ever go on a nice date with your loved ones or anything. Yeah, it is sweet, Annalisa. My son loves his cousins. I wish we could see them more often. All right, so I've got some 3 really cute hearts here that I think I'll go ahead and create with. All right, let me just move everything out of the way, but I'm loving this one. I think that's so cool on this background. Okay. Let me see, where did I put my die? I have to put things back, otherwise I'm going to totally lose everything on my desk and I'm going to go crazy trying to find it. So let me just put it back in here for now. One thing I really thought was cool from Winnie and Walter is when I got these dies, it came with this little magnetic strip in the packaging already. So I just leave it in there and then, did I pull out my envelope? I just leave it in there and then where is my envelope? I have another Winnie and Walter die. Here we go. And then I have these. And these I actually used on this box. That's those roses. So those are cute. But I just leave them in the package and then I slip them in one of my Brutus Monroe cargo sleeves. That way I know which brand it is. I know I can look at the back and see what the name of this is. But it's all secure in this cargo sleeve. So I know some people are really particular. They like to cut a piece of cardstock to go in there and then put their labeler on and everything. And I just go with the quick and easy solution of just slipping them in a pocket and then putting them in my basket. So quick and easy. All right, so let's see. I was kind of thinking with some of these hearts, just like popping it up on a card front, kind of like this. And then I have all of these cut out, or not cut out, but stamped out. I thought I would just color some to layer on top of the heart and then emboss a little sentiment down below. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's do that. Hey Monique, trying to do some work at the same time. I totally understand. I'm always trying to multitask. And this week I have so many blog posts I have to write before we leave next week for Creativation. So I'm hoping I get everything done, but it'll be all right. I'm going to try, I know I've said it before, but I'm going to really try to make it a point to do a lot more photos and live videos this year at Creativation than I've done in the past. In the past, I've been working in a booth. This year, I'm not working in a booth for the whole show, but I think I am. Well, I am. I signed up to do a demo in the Tonic booth on Monday afternoon. So I need to get more details on that, but I should be over there Monday afternoon at Creativation. So that's really exciting. I've never done a live demo before other than a live video. So kind of nervous, but kind of excited. I guess I shouldn't say I've never done a live demo before. The booth that I've been in the last 2 years, they did like sort of a sit and play table. Not like a make and take, but we had a bunch of supplies out on a table. Everyone could sit down and just kind of play with a bunch of things, try out the products. And so I guess I was kind of there to help answer any of the questions that I could, but that was fun. This year I'm just going to be taking some classes, getting around saying hi to people, helping out in the Tonic booth on Monday afternoon. I'm going to try to go live during Creativation, Annalisa. I know I want to get over to say hi to Christopher for sure. I hope to do a live on my YouTube and or on the Brutus Monroe Facebook page. Definitely want to put one up on the Brutus Monroe Facebook page so that we can do a live there and kind of show off what he's got coming out. I'm really excited to see what he's got. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it is. I just know he's working with some Thermoweb for a little bit. It's got some stuff coming out with them. And I'm really excited to see what he's got going on. I don't know. Have you guys seen the new Gina K posted a sneak peek of her new wreath builder stencil and stamp set, and they are sized for home decor. I am so excited because I think that's a fantastic idea that maybe you could put them on like a canvas or a pillow or, you know, something for your home. I think that'd be really fun. Helping to use your stamps in other ways, not just cards, but like home decor and stuff. Really excited to see that. So I have to get over there to see her too. So I'm just coloring these images using my Stylefile markers. I'm trying to keep it in like Valentine kind of colors. So I'm going to be doing lots of reds and pinks, maybe a little bit of light blue or purple. Sue, I think she kind of posted it. I think I saw it in Stamp Junkies. I could be wrong. But it was just like a picture, and she kind of did a little description of home decor sized wreath builders, and I thought that was brilliant. So cool. I'm getting super excited for Creativation. This will be my 3rd year going, and my whole family's coming too. My husband and my son and daughter, we're all going together as a family, which is fun. My husband just hangs out with the kids during the day. We usually meet up for lunch or something, you know, and then he'll take them back for a nap, and I'll do the show thing some more. So it's really fun. We kind of make it a family thing. And sorry, I'm just trying to look at the design on these stripes. They don't all exactly match up, so I'm just going to do the best I can. Usually in the past, we've also gone and done like a train ride or something on our way back. My son's really into trains, and it's just, we kind of hit a few landmarks along the way, along the drive, and make it a little family outing kind of thing. So it's always been a really fun experience for all of us. Okay, so yeah, it is really fun. Okay, hopefully the people outside doing lawn isn't bothering you guys too much. They're out there blowing away some of the leaves. I'm just using a few different colors, kind of trying to blend a little bit. Not being too super careful. This is just kind of fun. Okay, now I'm just going to blend out that blue, and this one might be mostly done, unless I want to put another color or just leave those stripes white. Not sure. Do you think the blue and the red is looking Valentine-y, or is that looking a little bit too Christmas? Don't know. The good thing is I stamped out a ton of these popsicles and these ice cream things, so I can definitely color more if I need to. And I actually think I have one colored somewhere around here, but I have so much stuff on my desk right now. I can't even, okay, I'm not even gonna try to find it. Let's see. Let's do one of these. Maybe I should try to match it to my heart a little bit better. Maybe we should make it look like a chocolate one. Should we do a little bit, make it kind of brown? So I'm gonna start off with some of this cream. This is a really light color. I like to start off with my coloring using my light colors and then build up with the darker shades. It just kind of works better for me. I know some people like to add their shadows first and then come in with their lighter shades, but I always kind of like to go in with the light first. Okay, so that is cream. Let's see. Let's do, what does this one look like? That one's really kind of dark already. Oh, that one's dark as well. I don't want to go with yellow. You know what? I need more browns in my collection. I know these are getting really dark. Let's go with that one. That one looks better. It started to rain. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the roof. It is a rainy day today. We've kind of had on and off rain today. I did get the kids out walking this morning because we were getting so cooped up in here because yesterday was rainy all day as well. But I'm going to have to add some more brown. There you go, Neapolitan. What is that? Is it like chocolate, vanilla, and then pink? Is that the colors? Maybe I should bring some pink in from the top. I'm just totally experimenting on this. I don't even know what colors are gonna blend together very well right now. I think I'm just gonna bring in some more of this brown because it's looking a little awkward. Carefully color around all of these hearts. Okay, strawberry. Yum. My son picked out strawberry ice cream for his birthday this year. So I'll be honest, I think cookies and cream is more of my favorite, but strawberry is good too. Now, I know you're not going to be able to see this cream as well over the top of this brown, but your lighter colors are going to help your darker colors blend better. So I always go over with a little bit of the lighter color again, just to blend it out and give it a little bit smoother of a look. So I'm going to come in and make these little hearts pink. That's really cute. Yeah, I thought so too. Let's see. And then just kind of add a little bit darker pink just on the bottom of these hearts and let them sort of pop out a little bit. Then I'm going to blend again. I have a handful of these alcohol markers. I'm thinking about getting more, but I don't always know which color to go with. So I always think about going and ordering more and then kind of chicken out because I get overwhelmed by all of the options. I think, oh, I'll figure this out later, and then I never do. But okay, so I just added a little bit more of a brown down here on the bottom. I'm going to try to blend that out. Yeah, everyone is kind of quiet. Maybe they're doing housework while they're watching. Oops. Kind of went out of the lines there. But I'm going to fussy cut this anyway, so hopefully that's not going to matter. Okay. And on the bottom, oh, don't worry, Annalisa. You are not blabbing too much. I love it when you guys put your comments up there so we can kind of chat and talk together. Monique, these are, yes, these are Stylefile markers, and you will find them on the Brutus Monroe store. They've got a lot of great colors. Some of them might be sold out right now, but yeah, they've got, I think pretty much they usually stock all of the colors from Stylefile, and I love these markers. I really do. I mean, I don't have any Copics, so I can't compare them to Copics. The only time I've used Copics is at like make and take booths at Creativation. But honestly, I've gotten so used to these and I really like them. So I'm just gonna probably stick with these for now, unless I feel like I need to do Copics sometime in the future. But so far, these are working for me. Oh, you have Spectrum Noir. I bought a set of the Spectrums on sale. They were like the brown set, and they worked okay, but I only had the brown ones, so I didn't use them a whole lot. And then when Brutus Monroe came out with these, I went ahead and bought these, and so I've kind of been stuck on these. So I haven't, I mean, I've used the Spectrum ones, but not very much. Okay, so I do really like that one. So let's go ahead and cut that one out. Ooh, just got some ice cream. Have I inspired you to have some ice cream? I go through phases where I'm like in love with ice cream and I have to have some every day. And then I go through phases where it's like, I don't want any. So it's kind of a back and forth thing. All right, so I'm just kind of carefully trimming around my ice cream here. There we go. And then my thought was to kind of like layer it over my heart. Maybe it looks kind of cute on this side. And then maybe I should put a few more in there. All right, so my kids finally went to sleep. They are asleep right now. My daughter was super crabby this morning. I was like, nap time cannot come soon enough. Okay. Maybe I should layer one of these guys on there because I think that one's really cute. I just love all the images from this stamp set. This is that they're sprinkled with love stamp set, and I think it's just so cute. Let me try this one. Kind of blend that out. All right. I think I need to go maybe invest in some more pinks for my marker collection. This is a pastel peach, which I like for sort of blending together for skin tones. It's a really light pink. And then here's the pink that I've been using. And I'm going to blend this one out as well. So I'm just going to try to use mostly pinks and browns, I think. They are really sweet. I love these images. Maybe I'll give you guys a look at the full stamp set. So you get, like, I've stamped out these mostly, but you also get these bigger ones, like this huge ice cream cup, and then these cones that all stacked up. Really cute. And I love that one too. Actually, that one's got a little heart on there. Maybe I should stamp that out and use that one as well. So let's see. Move things aside. Need more room on my craft desk. Okay. And let's do this one in brown around all these little hearts. I think this is like the perfect Valentine stamp set. It's sprinkled with love. You got all these hearts. I know the love bug stamps are so cute. I'm not going to get my hands on them until after I get back from Creativation, but they are so cute. Gives me a little time to figure out what I want to do with them, right? That whole inspiration box is amazing. And the little pin you get with it. I know, I can't wait from either Monique. And I have to say, I absolutely love the stencil for this month. And we may have gotten a little sneak peek of some stencils that might be coming out later too, and in the upcoming months. And I love them. They're so fun. So I can't wait for you guys to all see those. Oh, good. Absolutely, Belinda. Definitely pull out your supplies and get creating. I love it when you can watch someone else work and then, you know, an idea hits you and you can go try it out. Okay, now I'm going to color those little hearts. Hey, B. These are actually the Brutus Monroe. I just showed the stamp set. These are Brutus Monroe Hit Sprinkled with Love stamp set. So it's all of these really fun ice creams, popsicles and everything. I thought I was going to do a little bit of some Valentine stuff. So you have the Sprinkled with Love sentiment, and these ice creams all have like little hearts on there. So cute. And when I first started, I kind of showed some different ways that you can emboss with your stencils and make some different backgrounds. So we actually went ahead and embossed this with a Brutus Monroe stencil that, I don't know where the stencil went because my craft desk is crazy right now. But so you can get a little bit more bang for your buck when you go ahead and try to stencil or emboss with stencils. So really fun. And then I'm using this for my background, I think. I went ahead and I embossed the Jagged Heart stencil on some lunch bag craft. I don't know if you can see it. It's really kind of slight, but it's there. So we might use that for our background. Okay, so I was coloring the hearts. And, oh, before I forget, today is Wednesday, so that means the Brutus Monroe inspiration team is doing a blog hop. So if you go over to the Brutus Monroe blog and start there, there is a list below with all of our names, and you just click on our names and go visit our blogs and see what we've created. And today's theme for the hop was glitter drops. And oh my goodness, you guys, there are some amazing things that the team has done. I'm just like blown away by their creativity every time they post something. So definitely go check them out because they did some really great stuff. I mean, Lauren, she used the glitter drops for little pendants and they just look so stunning. Okay, let's see. I want to just kind of fill in a few of these stripes here. Okay, I just thought I missed one, but I didn't. So I know the coloring kind of takes up a little bit of time when you're crafting, but sometimes it's kind of nice just to sit down and color. A little bit relaxing. Blend this out. And let's do another chocolate layer. And I'm actually just going to go right over all these circles because I'll show you when I'm done. I like to use a white gel pen to kind of add some details back in. And I just think it adds a little something to your cards. And then I'm going to add a little bit more brown to the top and make it a little bit darker right here. And then I'm going to blend that all out. And then the top layer will be pink. Some more pink. This time I'm going to make the top the lightest part. I'm going to grab my pastel peach and then have my shadow kind of right here, right along that bottom. And then blend that all out. I'm going to use my lightest color to blend it out. There we go. So I'm going to move those to the side and cut this one out. Oh, and then I will grab my white gel pen and just add a few little dots and highlights and things. Just going to fussy cut this out. Not a huge fan of fussy cutting, but these images are really pretty simple to cut out by hand. Nothing any crazy to cut out. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to layer these together. I think on this little heart here, maybe on this side, so that you can still see all that really fun detail over here. Like I said, let me grab my white gel pen. I really think everyone should have a white gel pen in their stash. I use it a lot when I'm adding details back into colored images. Also, if you make a card on like a dark card base, like a black or a dark blue, it's kind of helpful to either put a liner in there or have a white gel pen that you can still write your message on the inside. Just add in some little sprinkles here to this one. I think that's cute. Maybe I should add some sprinkles around here. There we go. Thanks, Annalisa. Okay, so I'm gonna sort of layer these, I think, on the heart, kind of like that-ish. We'll see, we'll get it. But I'm kind of wondering if I should stick with the craft or if I should do a white background. Because I really like my white space for some reason. I just love the white, clean and simple cards. So let me think if I can. Here's that one that I textured earlier. I ran it through with my, ooh, I like the white. I think I like it on that white background. Oh yeah, and then I was going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment down below. I agree, sprinkles are always good to do. Okay, I'm gonna trim this down to 4 and 5 1/4. 4 and 5 1/4. So that's just slightly smaller than a A2 size card. So I will layer that on top of a card base. Huh. Faux stitching, that's a good idea. That always looks cute. All right, so I'm gonna layer these on there, I think like that. And then my sentiment, I'm going to emboss in probably gold because that's my favorite. Okay. I'm gonna move this stuff over to the side. Grab my little coffee filter. Now you don't have to use a coffee filter. You can use like a piece of scrap paper or something. Let's see. Where's my gilded? Here's my gilded. I think the gold will look really cute. I just don't always use a piece of scrap paper because I can't always find one big enough because my desk is a mess. I just have stuff all over the place. So let me grab my bigger stamp block here. I really like the lettering on these sentiments. I love that big bold sprinkled with that sort of calligraphy kind of look. I just think it's really cute. Really nice big bold sentiments. So I'm using my embossing ink, getting that nice and inked up. I'm gonna put this right along the bottom here. Press it down. Now I'm trying to emboss over this sort of textured background, so we'll see what that looks like. All right. I can kind of see the embossing ink. It looks like it's stamped out all right. Let's sprinkle this on. Some of the embossing powder, I think, wants to stick into some of those grooves where I dry embossed the background. So I'm going to go brush that away with a brush. Just going to clean that up a little bit. Otherwise, I think it's going to emboss pretty good, even on that textured background. Ooh, a Valentine shaker card. That would be fun. With the with the sequin mix that's from the, isn't there a sequin mix in the inspiration box this month? That would be really fun. I'm just going to heat up my embossing gun, my heat tool. Get some of this stuff out of the way. All right. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see, but the sprinkled with love, you can kind of see the little design where it's dry embossed in the background. I kind of wondered if that would happen, but it almost kind of looks really cool. Kind of helps it stick out. So let's see. Hey, Sue. Well, we're glad you got here, even if you are a little late. Let's see. We're making a sprinkled with love Valentine card. I love it. Okay, let's layer this on a card base. Maybe a craft one or a white one. I might just go with a white card base because I have one sitting here. Is this the right size? This one I textured as well with the stencils. So, hey Barbara. Oh, no worries. No worries. I know I like to do the surprise lives. I just pop on here when I can. I should try to make it a point to schedule them a little bit better, but 5.5. Score that and fold it. There we good. Yep, that's what I did. I dry embossed some of these papers using stencils. I know the embossing here is really slight, but we found that if we spritz some cardstock with water and then run it through your die cutting machine with Brutus Monroe stencils or any stencils you have, it'll kind of do a dry emboss technique, which is really fun. And then it helps you stretch the use of your supplies. So I'm going to use some of my Brutus Monroe foam tape. I just want to cut some pieces to pop up this front panel. Now I do use some non-stick scissors because this tape, if you have worked with it, you know it's incredibly sticky, which is a good thing, but it's also likes to stick to your scissors, and sometimes the backing likes to stick. So I'll show you how I've figured out is the easiest way for me to get the backing paper off. Oop. Yes, I love using supplies in new ways too. And I don't know if I've said it before, but I actually really love having a smaller stash because I feel like it helps you think a little bit more creatively. You have to think up new ways to use your supplies. So instead of using something maybe just once or twice and setting it aside, you kind of think of new ways to use it and use it more than once. Okay, so let me find my little pokey tool right here. I know sometimes getting the back off of adhesive can be a pain, but the best way I found to do it with this foam tape is just find a pokey tool and kind of peel up the side until you get it coming away a little bit, and then you can peel it off. So it is really sticky, which, like I said, is a good thing, but it takes a minute to get the backer off. You just kind of have to kind of get it coming away from the foam tape. This one is not wanting to come. There we go. Got it. There we go. All right. So it really helps if you have like a pokey tool of some sort. Okay, I'm gonna layer this on top. And with a really sticky foam tape, it kind of helps adhere it down really well. So even if it's a little bit warped, it should kind of help it flatten out a little bit. So that's another thing I really like about this foam tape. I mean, it's really sticky. It takes a little bit to get that backer off, but it helps keep things in place. So there I have my front panel popped up. I don't know if you can see the texture. I used the Tangled Waves texture in the background. I'm going to put this one layer right on front. And like I mentioned, I did some ink squishing with my Aqua pigments and liquid elements, my gold gilded liquid elements. So you can't see it real well, but there's a little bit of gold shimmer in here. I squished it down onto Aqua pigment paper. And I am popping up this heart with some more foam adhesive. I'm using my thinner foam adhesive because I already have a lot of dimension with my card front. Gonna layer that right there. And then we gotta stick on our little ice cream popsicles. Here we go. Oh, I agree, Annalisa. I love the look of the foam adhesive. I just love adding dimension, but I agree with you. It's kind of a pain to cut it and to get the backer off. But sometimes it's just necessary. You got to use it because you got to get that dimension, right? One thing I have noticed really helps when you're cutting it is if your scissors are clean, because then it doesn't have anything to stick to. And I don't know if this sounds really weird, but cut it really fast, like just snip it fast. And then sometimes you can just get it kind of, you know, to fly off. Because if you take your time and cutting it slow, it tends to like to stick onto the scissors a little bit more, at least for me. So hopefully those are some tips for you. All right, we're gonna layer that on right there. Yes, it does leave your scissors all gunky. Mine are non-stick scissors, so that kind of helps too. But if you get a little bit on your scissors, it's gonna try to stick to that. So try to keep them clean, and squeaky clean works really good for cleaning your scissors, I've found. But if you keep it clean and you snip it real fast, I found it helps a lot more. Yes. It's really, really nice to have a non-stick scissors for your adhesives. I actually just found this pair at the grocery store. So I use it for my adhesives, and I use it for like if I need to cut a really long strip of something. That works really well. Here's my towel. Got to wipe up some of my craft glue. And I'm loving this card. So cute. Just a clean and simple little card. It might need some sequins, right? Let me find some sequins. What do we want? I moved around. Here they are. Moved around some of my supplies, so now I'm always looking for where I put them. All right, so I like some of these big clear sequins. Yes, definitely a big roll is definitely more economical. All right. Ta-da! It kicked me off. Hopefully I caught it in time. Okay. Hopefully y'all are still there. It just kicked me off. I knew it would. I'm always watching to make sure I can catch it right away. But like I was saying, the big roll of Brutus Monroe foam tape is... No, I forgot what I was going to say. Not a bad price. That's what I was going to say. It's not a bad price for as much as you get. And it is really thick. And if you've already bought it, you know it comes like in a pizza box. I'm not even kidding. It's a pizza box. But it's really fun. Okay. So I am just obsessively trying to figure out where I want to put all of my little sprinkles and sequins. Maybe I spent a little bit too much time figuring out where I want my sequins to go. But they have to be just so. Maybe that looks okay. Maybe I'll just stick with that. Okay. Thanks, Annalisa. I love this stamp set. I just think it's so colorful and fun. Some of my favorite elements here are the gold embossing, some ink smooshing, and I think a new favorite technique with that embossed background that I embossed with our stencils. So much fun. Yes, I don't have the black foam tape, but I think that's really a good thing to have in your stash, because there's a lot of times where I've done like a darker card and then I've got all of that white foam sticking out from behind. So the black would definitely be a good thing to have. I'll be honest, I spent a little bit more than I wanted to on Black Friday sales. So I'm kind of waiting a while before I spend any more, but I definitely think it's a good thing to have. Anyway, so I think that's the card for today. Hopefully you guys got some ideas with embossing with your stencils, which is a really fun technique that we could try. And then some other tips and tricks. But thanks for hanging out with me, making a fun Valentine's card. Love how it turned out. Really cute, super clean and simple. Hopefully you can see some of that textured background. Yeah, maybe a little bit more, but it is a huge roll. I don't know if I've showed you guys this before, but I dated my roll. I've got the date there when I started using it. I just want to see how long it takes me to use up this roll because I have a feeling it's going to be a while, which is a good thing. A good problem to have. But I think that's all I have for today. I need to write a few blog posts, get a few things done before I head out to Creativation next week. So I was gonna say, if anyone has anything specific they want me to look for at Creativation, if you have, if there's a live video you want me to do, a booth you want me to visit, shoot me a message or an email or anything, and I would be happy to try to do that for you. I know I'm at such an exciting time to go to Creativation and see all the new things, and I don't want you guys to miss out. So let me know what you want to see, and I'll try to get around and do as many live videos as possible. My husband has 2 really big backup batteries that he uses for aviation. I'm going to be using them for my phone so that my phone does not die on me. So hopefully that will help me bring you guys more live videos. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys all for stopping in and saying hi and joining me. And hopefully I can catch you guys live another time. But have a great day, everyone. Bye.